Hello and welcome back to the Players Escape from Ever After. Last episode we got stuck in logic puzzle for like several hours. Solving the farmer's market adjacency puzzle. We are now finding out what's past that puzzle. Trying to get to Mr. Moon. It looks like his world story is being slowly eaten by some sort of creeping evil. And that might explain why he doesn't want the company to stop existing. Save. You made it. I expected you'd be coming for me. You know where we are? Do you have any idea? This is the story I come from. Starla as well. It's our homeworld. Beautiful, right? Or at least it used to be. What happened? Why does your story look like this? It was once a picture book for children. A gentle bedtime tale set in a quiet hamlet. Each night the townsfolk would whisper their good nights and their dreams would drift upwards, watched by the moon and the stars. By me and Starla. The love of my life. He's having a not affair with his secretary. But one day the void appeared, a creeping blackness that gradually started swallowing our world bit by bit. The village got smaller and dimmer, the void threatening everything we hold dear. This was once the most beautiful spot to look out over the valley, and now only a small sliver of the night sky remains. You see, friends, this is what happens when a story is no longer read. As the readers forget, the story begins to forget itself as well. Storybooks are willed to life by the imaginations of their readers. When the story stops being read, they fade away. We love this place, keeping the night lit, watching over our beloved neighbours. It was a joy, an honour, to keep watch over the village every night. But alas, our story wasn't cherished as others were. As people stopped reading our story, the pages were no longer turned and our world began to fade. And so you see, Ever Aftering came to us when our world was on the brink. Just as it seemed we'd vanish for good, they offered us a way out and a future. They gave everyone a place at their company and saved our lives from the void. We owe them everything. They remembered us when no one else could. So tell me, Flint, you bring down Ever Aftering. Would you, knowing that without it, the bridges between storybooks would no longer be possible? Would you really let the quieter tales, the ones not so lucky as to be loved as your own, slip into the void? Maybe one day the adventures of Flint Buckler will stop being read, and your world will start to fade like mine. What then? You have our sympathy, but Ever After Ink is poison. Subjecting all of storybook characters to corporate slavery is not a solution. They took my body and my home. There has to be another way to save your story. To save all the stories. This is just life, kids. Sometimes you have to suck it up and do work you don't want to do. We weren't just gonna be able to keep living in these storybook fantasies forever. Give us your Lexi chip, and we'll be on our way. We know your shield tech is busted, and we can do real damage to you if we have to. No, I will protect my family at all costs. If you want to jeopardize everything I love, you'll have to take it from me. Starla, are you ready? I'll try my best. Let's settle this once and for all. Mr. Moon's shield has been weakened. You can now puncture it with a normal attack. We Pokedex your misses. The moon's dedicated companion will provide support by repairing his shield and occasionally powering him up. And... Mr. Moon, former boss, current boss fight. Mr. Moon's shield has been weakened and can be punctured with a standard attack. Make sure you're thinking about the direction you're attacking from. Do you reckon he gets more powerful if we kill off his misses first? Because it feels like that's possibly something that would happen. Holy moly, his damage output. Leading credence to my he's hey diddle diddle the cat and the fiddle, he throws a cow at us. I think we need to do this one more time. Okay, your missus is killed off. Starla! You'll pay for this! It does boost him. God damn it. Heal. I think we swap out. Oh, you have to attack him from the same direction twice now? Well, her attack works at the moment. Yours doesn't. But I think we need to keep poking holes in him. Yeah, the more holes you poke, the less that spin attack does. Does this count as a shield for our frog thing? Let's find out. It doesn't. kind of want to heal up. Okay, she needs to swap out. I think Teddy Bear should go first here. Inflict a burn. Same again. Do the other order. Almost got a full synergy bar. You're not giving up, huh? Time to show you what it really means to be a moon. Probably time to start using these as well. Big heal. Giga Synergy Attack? I kind of like the idea of Giga Synergy Attack. That was not worth. I thought it would do more than one burn. Oh well. But it looks like we're fine here. We've got enough health now. And our synergy meter is almost fully restored that we could heal our way through most problems. Beware sweaty blobber. It's a warm day, here's a hit. One city and state had 49.4 high temperature. So, just a little warm. You only had 35? Positively chilly. Good night, Moon. Defeat Mr. Moon. He's had enough. Are you okay? You've bested me. I didn't think you could win. I've never seen such tenacity. Maybe you actually are capable of facing Ever After Inc. If you're all dead set on this mission, there's nothing I can do to stop you. I always thought Ever After Inc. was the future. Our future. What should we do? I don't know. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. What do you think? I don't think anyone is right or wrong. They saved us, and they've saved countless others from fading away in forgotten storybooks. But they don't do it out of love or care for the stories. They used us. They knew we needed them. And we're not blind to the harm that they do. Is it worth it? Is our existence worth it? I think we need to let this go. We've had a good run. Starla, but our home. You have only 30 degrees but 70 humidity? Yeah, at least I don't have any nasty humidity. I know, but how can we decide our home is worth the sacrifice? Ever After Inc. keeps getting bigger, the damage they inflict increases. And there will be a point at which they're unstoppable. I think this might be the last chance to set things right. This team of employees is powerful. If anyone stands a chance, it's them. And if it's the will of the majority of storybook characters, we shouldn't stand in their way. You're right, it pains me to admit it, but you're right. I'll give you back the Lexi chip. Just please. I hope this is the right choice. Look, before we shut down the telepages, go wherever you want. Pick the nicest storybook you can find. This is our home. We don't have meaning anywhere else. I don't think you could understand what it's like to be forgotten like this. Stories aren't meant to last forever. They're meant to be told and then let go. It's what gives them shape and meaning. I'll let fate take things from here. Should you manage to complete your mission and sever the network, Starla and I can live out the rest of our days in peace. And if not, I guess Ever After Inc. was always meant to be our future. We'll see. Best of luck. I can't say I'll be rooting for you, but I'll no longer be standing in your way. Aww. We did it! We finally have the Lexi chip and go to the real world. I've been thinking about how things went with Mr. Moon. Don't lose focus. This is what we've been working towards this whole time. The best part is, they don't even know we're coming. The final battle awaits us. Do whatever preparations you need, tie up loose ends. We're about to finish this. Any new emails? No new emails, only do you want to go do the 100 Stairs of Success? Save. Do we want to go do more of the 100 Stairs of Success? No, I think we finish. So, heal up. Go buy some more healing items for the final fight. It's on me. Falling down. I'm an idiot. Should never have bashed that hole in the floor. Well, it got us a treasure that we otherwise wouldn't get. And clearly I'm actually just farming the extra money, right? I needed this money for the final fight. Or for buying stuff for the final fight. Only 12 C, but 96 humidity? Blah. Blah! We see if Cheshire Cat has anything else that we want to buy. Nope. Double check. I'm not crazy, right? Yeah, nope. You don't think you see a single day between less than 65? Oh, I kind of like this. We'll grab some tiramisu. A cinnamon roll. And then are we full? Then we're close enough to full. Save and let's go to the real world. Yeah, here we go. Real world. We're here? Is this the real world? I think we've made it. I didn't see you there. Hello. Welcome, esteemed storybook character, to Ever After Inc. headquarters. You're standing in the real world. Coming here is a privilege that most characters will never receive. Congratulations. This is a pre-recorded orientation video to help you learn more about our wonderful family. I'm the CEO. I'm also our company's founder. I started the company because I didn't believe in happy endings, and I wanted to create them, to bridge the divide between storybook characters and real people like me who love them. Without further ado, I'll introduce you to our mascot. He's going to walk you through a few important ground rules. Is this where we find out that it's the teddy bear? And Welly is maybe partially right. He'll go through some ground rules. It is! I am Patches. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I know. Keep watching. I'll explain in a moment. You may not recognize me, but here in the real world, I'm the lovable mascot of Ever After Inc. Like you, I was a storybook character. Ever After Inc. created me, or they wrote my story and brought me out to the real world using their telepager technology. I couldn't be more grateful. The first thing you need to know about your time in the real world, storybook characters are not to leave the building. We have measures in place to prevent it. It's in everyone's best interest that we're on the same page. The most important rule is to have fun. To have fun? Patches, this is hard to watch. It's not what it looks like, I promise. I love Ever After Inc. and you will too. Please proceed through the door to finish your orientation. I hope you enjoy your time in the real world. So where to begin? I'm a fraud. I don't come from a real storybook. The marketing department wrote my story, creating a perfect character to sell their products. That's messed up. You were created to advertise the company? How are you not having an existential crisis every day? In case you forgot, you were all created by someone. Why does the reason matter? Anyway, I've loyally served as the mascot for many years, filmed commercials, treated like a celebrity. Everyone loved me. Until the market shifted. What does that mean? I was created to appeal to the younger crowds. A bit edgy, a bit rebellious, a bit annoying. But my kind of character went out of fashion. Everything's got to be wholesome and fuzzy these days. Once I stopped testing while I was discarded. They sent me to your branch to do grunt work. You told us your goal was to return here. Why did you want to get back? Well, when I was discontinued, they pulled my storybook off the shelves and destroyed all the copies. I know the story I come from was a cynical cash grab designed to appeal to the least common denominator, but it's where I come from and they have no right to take it from me. I had a copy of the story stashed in my dressing room that they never found. I was transferred out of the real world before I could take it with me. I wanted to come back and retrieve it. It sounds stupid when I say it out loud. I didn't want to tell you the truth because you wouldn't have trusted me. We'll get your storybook. You're truly going to help. You helped us, I hate to admit it, but we wouldn't have made it here without you. We owe it to help you get your story back. And then we'll bring this company down. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. We're a team. There's nothing that needs to be said. Ever After Inc. has trampled all of us from the beginning. We'll finally have a chance to fight back, but it won't be easy. We'll need to stick together. Let's go. There's no time to waste. Look at how dingy and not colourful and pretty the real world is. Isn't the real world not a fun place? Everything's a boring shade of grey. Ugh! I doubt these elevators will work for us. Access denied. You are not authorized. Just as I thought. We don't technically have the clearance to be here. We'll have to take the stairs. The office building is pretty empty. They laid off all their human employees because storybook labor is cheaper. The central hub of the telepager system is on the top floor. That's where we're headed. And my dressing room, the place where I stashed the hidden copy of my storybook, it's only a few stories up. We'll stop on the way to the top, but it's crawling with security goons. Hired from all over the storybook network. Let's be careful. Attention employees, due to budget cuts, we've removed many of our staircases. We apologize for the inconvenience. A new level of soldier? Pokedex. Super Elite Toy Soldier. They've been promoted twice. They're twice as competent. And we also don't know about second level Tomato, but let's try killing off the existing people first. Ah, that's on me, I forgot your D-pad. Okay. Then we have Black Unicorn. And Tomato. Pokedex the Tomato, seeing as we're not allowed to attack the Unicorn. A ripe tomato. These massive crops effortlessly hover above the ground and just as easily smash you. Heal up. And then win. Health. There's a key up there. That's annoying. They went in the right Z-plane. Melt the first two people. Same again. We need to Pokedex these guys. A swashbuckler statue come to life. We are in the real world, Decoy. I repeat, we are in the real world. Pokedex. Deeper one. A more aggressive deeper one, risen from even deeper seas. Heal. With reverse isekai? Yes. And we found out that Teddy Bear was originally the mascot for the company. Until he was replaced by a newer, more hip version of a mascot. No, Welly's theory isn't quite right. We don't know what the new one looks like yet. We need to Pokedex this high-level cultist. A standard cultist, but more crimson and more powerful. You hope it's Poochie? Ah, bugger, I should have used the other guy first. That's my bad. Victory. Well, they said that, Teddy Bear was replaced for being too edgy, like, too Sonic, essentially, and that the new one needed to be fluffier, friendlier, more modern-day kids thing. The door is locked, so I doubt it will be Poochie, because Poochie would be dialing up the Sonicness to 11. What am I missing? Can we punch it? I can't jump over it. We seem stuck. I can't burn this stuff down. There's nothing to turn into a springboard. Can we punch this? Yes. That's kind of poor form for them to introduce a new kind of destroyable without tutorializing it. How has this helped me? How has this supposedly helped me? Okay. That's how it's helped me. Uh-huh. But we can't open it. Okay, there we go. An extra caffeinated, but we don't have spare team mana points, badge points. Resume the climb. Too quick. Need to Pokedex the new Sharpshooter and the new Crablar. A golem-like pirate who doesn't hesitate to fire straight at you. Okay, he dies of burn now. We need to Pokedex Crablar. An older lurker, more experienced and deadly. And he never gets to cut off his own head. They are, however, worth a good amount of experience. No, actually, you should be her and get rid of his shield. And his existence. Your hit everyone. Would kill the egg. I thought I was going to kill the egg, my bad. Pokedex. Polly. The Apex Parrot. Don't mess with them. And Pokedex top level snail. Like its weaker counterpart, it will hide in its shell when attacked. Draw it back out by attacking from above or below. Heal, and then win. Ah, okay. Not win. My bad. Heal. And then win with kangaroo thing. No. Poison did not trigger. Yeah. Oh. Teddy bear punch. Attention employees, due to further budget cuts, we've removed this piece of walkway. Thank you for your patience. I can't get it? There we go. But we're out of space. I guess we could use one of our small ones on Eva, and then we can pick up the cookie. Okay, this just backtracks. The music is very jazzy. I think the music in the Forbidden Forest got a little bit too generic. The music in the Snow World got a little bit too... like, a bit too loud and a bit too... aggressive? I don't know, aggressive isn't right either. It did get too loud and it got a bit too, like... a bit too upbeat all the... well, not upbeat either. Because upbeat kind of implies happy. There was something about the music in the Snow Zone that didn't quite fit for me. But otherwise, the music has been really lovely, I think. Okay, so there's something I'm not understanding about how to cross this. But there's no animals. There's no plant. Maybe we could grow those plants? Or this plant? No. I don't know. Well, let's just try using Grow Spell. check that nothing here grows. No, nothing here grows. We're still not allowed the elevators. Dear Diary, I've lost count of how long it's been since I was exiled to the stairwell, all because I wanted to rearrange some of the plants in the cafeteria. One of the pots is out of place. I asked them why it was a problem and they said structural instability. I'm going to post this page of my diary on the wall so I don't lose it. This suggests that it is something to do with the flower pots in here. Okay, this can move. Okay, sure. Attention employees, due to budget cuts we've removed the floor. We apologize for the inconvenience. That doesn't feel like a real world, that's not how things in the real world behave, Pisces, so I'm kind of a bit surprised. Huh? What? Ah, we have to leave Teddy Bear here. Teddy Bear is going to hit that, and then we're going to do something while we're not near Teddy Bear. Yeah. There we go. It reminds you of a point and click. Yeah, it is a bit too like that. Top level robot. Okay, no more protector bots. We need to Pokedex the new robots. Ever After Inc. gave a golden overhaul to the Three Little Pigs schematics. That's one. Okay. Decent bit of experience. Doesn't appear to be anything there. There was a treasure chest here. Perfect guard level 2. You missed the insane moon logic of Starship Titanic. We have to... The thing is, Apana, that they've replaced they've replaced very nearly every human worker with storybook people. Because they are basically enslaving the storybook people. So, it's okay that it works on storybook logic to the storybook people, I guess. Save. Yes, people were casualties to cost-cutting measures. Humans you have to pay, fired for storybook enslaved people you don't. My dressing room. Being in here brings back memories. Let me grab my book and let's get out of here. It was your first love was Sam and Max Hits the Road? Sam and Max, freelance police. I stashed it right behind the counter here. It's not here. Looking for something? Oh my god. Who are you? I am Patches, the lovable teddy bear. I'm Patches. No, you were Patches. I'm the new Patches, the rebranded Patches. Nice to meet you. They replaced me? Nothing to be surprised about. Cute and cuddly is what sells these days, brother. The punky types like you, well, you're a bit outdated. I'm not your brother. I don't care about any of that. I'm only here for one thing. There was a book behind the counter. Where is it? Ah, your book? I found it and gave it to corporate. They probably destroyed it. My book is gone? It's okay, brother. I'm sensing some extreme emotions from you. You think? Yelling is never appropriate in the workplace. You know what? I'm gonna remove myself from this toxic environment. Goodbye. We're going after him. Wait, Patches! Where do you think you're going, fatso? You stole my book. That was the last copy. Whoa there, little bro. I know you're upset about being replaced, but that's no excuse to yell at me. Ah, security's here. They'll sort this out. What's the problem? This group is harassing me. Help! Hang on. These were the intruders we're warned about. Can you stop pointing your gun at me? Sorry. Fellas, with me. Okay. Pokedex Bullet Man, Cyber Pyro. He brings bright green to attract attention to themselves on the battle. I kind of like the idea of hurting everyone. Teddy bear cannot be harmed. Very much. He's got lots of defense. Getting a little low. Double heal. That was gonna kill the top level barbarian as well. Pokedex. You? The abomination reinforced by dark magic of their cultist contemporaries. And then victory. Decent chunk of experience. Next level we almost, or next fight we almost certainly level up. I don't want any trouble. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna... Hey! There's no use chasing him. He said the copy of the book has already been destroyed. I guess that's it then. My story is gone forever. I'm so sorry, Patches. It's not like there was a world to go back to. You saw Mr. Moon's book. No readers means the world ceases to exist, but still, it was sentimental to me. Without it, how can I justify my existence? Think of it this way. Now you're untethered to your past. Eva's right. You may have been created as a tool, but now you can start over. At least once we're through with them. You're not wrong. I guess it's just the principle. I was determined not to be erased. What's done is done. Ever after ink has to go down. I'll see this through. Just a few more floors till the top. That's the spirit! Hey look, the security guards dropped a key. Do you think it will unlock a door around here? We should go back to the save point. Thank you. Out of interest, is there anything else in here? Attention employees, due to budget cuts, we've removed the stairwell. We apologize for any inconvenience. What? The door is gone. I guess we keep going up. Here's what we needed the key for. Heal? Sure. Why did this have a hole here? Just to trick you into jumping down and wasting your time. Great. No secret treasure. I suppose that means we can save when we're fully healed. There is a slight upside. Shortcut for backtracking. It's not much of a shortcut. But yeah, I suppose it does let you go slightly faster. We've had to remove the stairwell. Okay, so there's no way back into there. That's fine. Although then, why does this go down? That's suspicious. Bless me. Thank you, Apana. We didn't Pokedex the new robot, so we should do that. These little gold beacons are peskier to deal with thanks to reinforced armor. Gosh. And there was one. We need to Pokedex the last new guy. Evil Sage Cultist, the greenest and wisest of the cultists. Without you, life would be flat. Level up. Honestly, wouldn't mind a little bit more mana. If only so that our mana is a multiple of our healing restores. We need to Pokedex new guy. Cyber Sergeant, raised above the Cyber Soldier in the Cyber Army. More resilient and disciplined. Oh, the healing robot can protect you as well, not just the... Well, that's new. This means that we kind of... Well, we could try blowing people away. But that kind of means that I should, just in case, Pokedex the new horror thing first. Scarlet Angler. A fully matured angler. The red hue comes from the blood of their victims. Yeah, we got rid of the little robot and his little barrel. Now we can attack you. The robot isn't protecting you. Hey, lame type. G'day, g'day. Welcome, welcome. That was one. Yes, this is like 95% Paper Mario, and then like a little sprinkling of Zelda-iness in there. That's on me. That was meant to be the other way around, but oh well. So it should be you do synergy heal. And then you do bypass shield attack. Alright. Save. Next level of the volcano things. That kind of means we want to be Teddy Bear. And I accidentally killed it before Pokédexing it, that's my bad. Pokédex it. The Emberlings are so hot they burn blue. You'd best avoid contact. Encourage. Your buckler throw is mesmerizing. I just want to fetch it. This were not worth good experience, but that's fair because you can infinite farm them. This time we try to remember to Pokédex you. This extra hot spout shoots out extra hot Emberlings. Ow! Yeah, I'm okay with maybe just blowing away some of the enemies. Okay, Doggo desperately needs to heal. Heal. No, I shouldn't have done that. My bad. Now he's on 1. He cuts his head off. Big fail. Teamwork. You're my favorite fan. And win. Okay. Presumably we need to move this way for some reason. No. You need to swap out. Tinder is fine here. You also need to swap out. Yes, and we've found out that Teddy Bear used to be the Sonic S mascot for Evil Company Welly. He was not CEO's teddy bear. That was one. And then he was replaced by less edgy, modern, kid-friendly, extra fluffy, wuffy, friendly version of Teddy Bear. Because Sonic-esque characters weren't hip and happening anymore. The marketing department said, out with the old, in with the new. You should become her. You can do an encourage. Of all our teammates, you probably annoy me the least. Yes, we have the opposite. We have the modern-day equivalent of that welly. Now that the age of edginess is over, replacing extra edgy person with new extra fluffy wuffy person. Steal your shield. And win. The post-ironic edge. You like edgy? Yes, but this is for modern kids, Apana. Attention employees. Unfortunately, a leak has caused the archives to flood. Budget cuts prevent us draining the water. But, in good news, we now have a new swimming pool. Due to this generous new benefit, we'll no longer be able to provide the dental plan. Happy doggo. Presumably we need to set this on fire for some reason? Due to budget cuts, we'll be storing a number of explosives here. Please avoid exposing them to open flames. I don't see how that helped me. Form of a seal. That might let me get at that bomb flower? Okay. And then that bomb flower kills that crate, but what does killing that crate do? You don't know what the kids are into these days? Oh, they went too far? Really? I was supposed to be able to get here even if I couldn't. You, and then that. We remember our old 1-2 combo. And then that reveals somewhere for Teddy Bear to punch. And then that... we have to bring this back to bring the mouse over. Except we also need to blow up the crate. Aren't I screwed for that now? Can't I never blow up the crate? Yeah, I think I'm screwed. No, but I can't get to the bomb flower, FF Blanket. You can't simultaneously get to the bomb flower and have the crate where you need it to explode because of the bomb flower. At least I don't think so. Come on. Yeah, there's no way you can do that in time before the bomb goes off. Ah, but the mouse solves the problem. No, I'm an idiot, is the answer. Okay. I was getting too focused on that we want to move the mouse to the other side to not realize that the mouse is the solution to not being able to move the mouse to the other side. Victory! Tiramisu. Librarian Barbarian. We need to get rid of the defense robot. A librarian who cuts hair? A barbarian? A barbarian, maybe? Barbarian. You finish killing the Protecto robot. You work on the mushroom. Just like running, don't rage with scissors. Get rid of Mushroom Man. Get rid of the Librarian Barbarian. No, 1 damage off. You finish this. Ah, he counts as spiky. Fair enough. Now he's gone. Just the robot. Synergy heal. Yeah, he has 2 weapons. He has bow and he has sword. You need to become Flynn. Bounce. Shoot. Win. Decent hit of experience. God damn you, flamethrower man. You don't have shields. You would be eminently flamethrowerable. Flamethrower. Gets rid of the pirate. He dies of burn. He also dies of burn. And we kill off his respawning thing. Next fight we should level up. Feels like something might be hidden there. Nope. Chai tea latte. You must get rid of something. Yeah, we could actually eat our normal latte and get the chai tea latte. Save. Heal, which kind of undoes getting rid of the latte, but it was a better healing item. We've traded a weaker healing item for a stronger healing item. Who the heck are you? Storybook employees aren't allowed in here. You're interrupting an important meeting. Get lost. These must be the rogue employees security alerted me about. How tiresome. Gentlemen, we'll continue this later. I'll handle them for me. This meeting is now in session. Let's start with your most pressing item, your destruction. Your health bar is an unsustainable expense. We will cut it. Don't worry, we'll rebrand your downfall as a case study in failure. Let the minutes reflect that the battle will end in your termination. I feel like setting them on fire is wise, but I'd also like to Pokedex these new guys. The bald board member. His briefcase is tough metal. When a board member falls, one of their colleagues will resurrect them after a couple of turns. You need to kill them all at once. Okay, that means I really need to know how much health they all have. So we will Pokedex the first couple of turns. A fancy board member attacks with a whiteboard. When one falls, they will resurrect each other. Take them all out at once. Time for budget cuts. Research you. The fat board member. His directives will restrict your combat abilities. And lastly, the old board member. Watch out for his budget cuts. I mean, to me this just feels like we should use the big whole wipe kind of effects. Ah, first guy's briefcase counts as a shield. Okay, so we need Eva. That feels very WarioWare. The market's changing. We need to pivot. Quality check. Ah, shield bot. Okay. I do like hurting everyone. Oh! Those count as spiky. Well, we learn. Eat the nice... Oh, the symbols on the board tell you how they're going to move. Okay. So there is a tell. You need to pivot. You are the most annoying at the moment, but... Fantastic! Everyone burnt, and we destroy the little protection robot. He says no rebouncing next turn. Give her the tiramisu. Steal his shield. Ah, but he regenerates his shield every time. Well, that's frustrating. The bounce attack is the obvious one. I guess we will allow you to die. Market's too high. Watch your heads. The market's changing. We need to pivot. Yeah, I guess that's okay. The market's looking bullish. Okay. No items. We're gonna have to trade Doggo out, though. A temporary setback. He'll be back after a brief recess. Doggo definitely needs out. At least that time it told me that we were early. Yeah, Shield Man is definitely going to be the real hassle here. Well, it's the first time we ever used that, so I'm not going to feel bad. Let's synergize our core values and get back out there. Okay, but it doesn't heal them, it just makes them on 6 health. I was worried it was going to fully heal them. That's a lot less worrying. Alright, time for your Synergy Giga attack. I missed one. No items, we can live with that. Bounce. Fire Breath. Think he dies. So he can even be rude and heal. Board defeated. About half a level worth of experience. More health. Meeting adjourned. Defeat the board. Achievement unlocked. I'll delegate this loss. Fighting was never one of my OKRs anyway. The cost-benefit analysis is clear. Fighting is a sunk cost. I'm out. Losses don't test well with our target demographic. I'm leaving. I don't really have anything else to add to all that. Whatever. I sit on 6 other boards. At least Walmart doesn't make me engage in combat. Good job, team. The board members had more fight in them than I expected. And it would seem to me we've still got one final battle. The CEO won't just let us waltz up to the telepager hub unchallenged. I'm not worried. They don't seem much like a fighter. You're a storybook character, Flynn. You should know better. There's always a final battle. And she's hiding something up her sleeve. There's only one way to find out. By running back to the healing and saving. We didn't need to heal because the level up healed us. My bad. Waste of money. But the save is very sensible. There was another here. Okay, so I didn't need to go backwards. You must have given the board quite a tussling. I'm not surprised. Why are you here? I assume you're not happy with your jobs. Our jobs? We aren't happy with any of it. We're here to shut down your story network once and for all. Are you then? Quite precious. I should have known this day would come. Go ahead then, the stairs to the roof are behind me. You'll find the telepager hub there. I'm sure you clever characters can find a way to shut it down. But there's one thing we must discuss first. We're not here to chat. We'll just go up to the roof. Patches. 3rd generation, right? It's a shame. I knew the copywriters in the marketing department got you all wrong from the moment we brought you to life. Between you and me, they don't really understand how to connect to today's youth. You were the result of their best attempt, and a sad one, really. You know, it's really messed up that Ever After Inc. created a whole storybook just to generate some corporate mascot. Oh, is it Tinder? Then you certainly won't like what I have to say next. Let me tell you about a little story. I'm sensing a villain speech. I wasn't always the CEO of Ever After Inc. My beginnings were quite humble. Once upon a time, I was a struggling author, living in a dingy apartment on the verge of eviction. It was a miserable existence. I wrote stories with all that I had. Words poured out of me. My writing was raw and alive. But despite my efforts, the world only responded with silence. No one read them. No one cared. Still, though, I wrote from the heart, years and years trying to make a living, failed book after failed book, until one day I had an idea. It wasn't born from a flash of genius or a spark of passion, but desperation. I was done trying to write from the heart and create something meaningful. I wrote something cynical, something I knew would sell. A children's story with zero substance or novelty. I recycled all the tropes I could think of. I got to work. And finally finished my first draft. The Adventures of Flint Buckler. I'm the author of your story. What? What did I miss? It seems the CEO is also the author of Flint and Tinder's story. Okay. That's right. Wait, what? That's crazy. Keep going. As I was saying, Flint and Tinder, you are my creations. Did you make my story as well? No, let me finish. Don't interrupt my monologue. So anyway, as I was saying, Flint and Tinder are my creations, and boy oh boy, was it popular. It flew off the shelves like hotcakes. For the first time, I was a known author. People were asking for my autograph. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. I mean, okay, that explains why Flint is such a thin, weak character. There's just no depth there. I always thought he must have been a rushed job. But what about my character? I'm full of depth, the most intricate of villains, layered and complex. Right, guys? Come on, a brave and headstrong fairy tale and an evil dragon. There's nothing new here for either of you. You're recycled hodgepodge from all the brain-dead fantasy archetypes that have come before. And I made a fortune off of you. But it was never about the money. I wanted to be an author so I could tell people stories that they would remember, and for a brief shining moment I did. The Adventures of Flint Buckler. A silly idea that caught fire, and so the money kept pouring in. I tried to write other things and go back to what made me passionate, but after that silly book, no one wanted anything else. So I made sequels. It became a best-selling series. They made movies. Naturally, they were terrible. But eventually, without another hit to my hands, my popularity began to fade, and I refused to slip back into obscurity. So I thought, what if stories could last, not as books on a shelf gathering dust, but as worlds we could use? Worlds that could fuel lives, create jobs, and keep the lights on. I started this company, and through groundbreaking technology we commercialized storybook worlds. I gave them purpose, longevity, and gave myself a future. Why scrape for another bestseller when I could own all of them? Why slip into obscurity when I could build an empire none could forget? You had no right! We are going to take you down. Try! Try and shut down the Telepager Hub. Destroy everything I built. But what if your stories fade away one day? Without my empire, there's nothing to keep you relevant, and one day you'll fade away entirely. If that sounds good, I'll be waiting for you on the roof. I hope you'll join me. This job can be so drab. Come on, let's follow her. I always hoped the author of our storybook would have been, I don't know, better? She hates us. Flint, with all due respect, who cares? My character was created in the marketing department. I've always known that, and it's stopped bothering me. We're here, and that's what matters. He's right. I was a villain in my story, some evil witch in the woods. I slaved away for years trying to make up for that, trying to prove that I was more than a villain. But I didn't need the company to prove that. Our stories don't define us. And apparently, in my story, I'm not even a musician. And look at me now. I'm the greatest musician in any story ever written. Yeah, Wolfgang. And Flint, according to the story she wrote for us, we were destined to be mortal enemies forever. But now, we're colleagues. You're right. Time and time again, we've seen that our stories don't define us. The CEO may have created us, but she's not going to write our ending. The hub is on the roof. Let's do this. I'd rather not go through that cutscene again. So we will walk backwards and save. Just in case she defeats us. Cheesecake. Chai latte. Oh, Jingo. What have I missed? Yeah. Flint was expecting the word friend, but that was too presumptuous. Yes. Yes. But it's in character for Grumpy Old Dragon to keep being grumpy old and not friendly. Okay, there was another save point anyway, so I didn't need to backtrack. Still better safe than sorry. How interesting. After all I told you, you still persist in your mission. There's the hub. It powers the telepages throughout our storybook network. You're here to shut it down, yes? Behind me is the control panel. See that big red button? That'll initiate a self-destruct sequence. It's ridiculous. The contractors insisted on building a self-destruct sequence. Real-world workers, right? I'm glad I don't deal with those regulations anymore. But it doesn't matter because you won't get to the control panel. And then she goes full Robotnik. Like my ride, it's the newest iteration of our telepager. You get to be the first to test it. Meet your maker. Pokedex. The Page Ripper's hands pack quite a punch. Defeating them will give you a temporary break from their onslaught of powerful attacks. And The CEO's destructive combat vehicle, the culmination of Ever After Inc.'s telepager and weapons technology. Okay, conveniently these things aren't immune to poison and burn, which some of the metal stuff has kind of had nasty immunities. The last one is giving Andros vibes. I was thinking the Mario 64 inside the pyramid hands, but similar. Seems a bit wasteful. Kill the other hand. He needs to swap out. Let's try a different approach. She's stealing our stories? We could use a change of scenery, don't you agree? Now let's see what we've got here. What's this now? The three blind mice help. You guys are taking on the CEO? You're crazy, but come on boys, let's help. What the? Stay out of this. Good luck, we'll be rooting for you. She's feeding them to a wood chipper? It's a book recycling machine. She's eco-conscious. Ah, she has a life steal. Good for her. You're stubborn, I'll give you that. Let's Get out of this place. We wouldn't want to give you too much of a home team advantage. Okay, so we move on to the Three Little Pigs world, and we did the Three Little Pigs side quest, so they're going to do a little helpful thing as well. Presumably. Look, bros, it's the CEO. I'm no fan of Flint and his gang, but they did help us find a new place to live. And Ever After Inc. dumped us. Let's get her. I concur, and her mech looks positively embarrassing next to ours. Where's the heart, the artistry? Good thing we've got this thing up and running again. Time for new management. How dare you! Good, and then they attack everyone one. Finish off the other hand. It's kind of time for Teddy Bear to swap out. Doggo! Take advantage of her being poisoned. You kind of need a big heal. Still hanging on? What other stories do we have here? This is a good one. We helped Cthulhu and Sherlock Holmes. You lot have found yourselves in quite the predicament. We're still in your debt for your earlier assistance. Lulu, if you please. Thank you, Cthulhu. Ow, leave me alone. Good luck. No. Big heal. Take advantage of her being poisoned. There's like 6 more damage and she'll change to the next story, I think. Okay, now it's more than that. My bad. Maybe 50? You're still persistent. Unbelievable. Let's try another venue. Time for Pirate World. We did convince Pirate to help us. We got his special rum. Ahoy, mateys! Arr, it be the saltiest crew of sea dogs I ever sailed with. I knew you could handle fighting the CEO. I'm still in your debt for your earlier help, aren't I? All right, ye devil, this one's for Captain Blackheart. Who the hell even are you? Down to 40. Oh, bye, doggo. Okay, we need to life shear with Doggo. Doggo will need to become Dragon. Gonna need to heal Flynn again. She's burn immune. And that gives us a goodly amount of mana again. I kind of feel like we could get away with this. Yep, re-disable the hands, beautiful. This is ridiculous, die already! Now we didn't do anything on Ice World. It ends here. So I was supposed to go talk to the guy in the shop, I'm assuming? The one that we returned his wife? Like, we did the quest, but we just didn't collect a reward for it. I don't know, bring back to life. Big heal. Slightly early. Five. Three. But now she's back up to 8. No, we kind of need to do a team heal. 2. Got 2 up to 6. Two. 0. No, how can this be? You cannot defeat me. My mech's got a bit of power left and I still have 1 more book. Alright, you've zapped us around enough. It's not gonna save you. Give up, you've lost. I know this story. Your branch manager, Mr. Moon, is from here. I'm glad you held on to this copy. It's the perfect place to trap you forever. That was the only telepager here, wasn't it? I'm your only ride home. Too bad. I'm done giving rides. Now, to point this thing at myself and... Wait! You can't! I'll be taking my leave now, back to the real world. So long. What are you doing? You zapped them to the real world. Everything must come to an end. It's Ever After Inc.'s time, and as such it is mine as well. What does that even mean? We can talk about this! Where are you sending me? Flint, finish the job. Sever the network. It's the right thing to do. Defeat the CEO. You're fired. Not so lonely at the top. Defeat the CEO with assistance from another world. I think we did it. It all happened so fast. Was that Mr. Moon who jumped in at the last second? He saved us. That means there's just one thing left to do. We're really going to do this? Yes, we've defeated the CEO, but if we don't destroy the telepager network, Ever After Inc. will just replace her. We need to do this to purge them from our worlds. Have you guys decided where we're going to go before we shut them down? I guess I'm going home. I can reclaim my castle. I'm heading back to Happy Howl Hollow. My friends must be missing me. And you, Patches? I can't go home. My book doesn't exist anymore. I think I'll go back to Treasure Cove. The tropical air, the constant adventure, sounds about right for me. I guess this will be goodbye. There'll be a time for goodbyes, but come on, we've got to start the self-destruct sequence. Right. Self-destruct sequence initiated. The hub will be destroyed in 30 minutes. Wait, we've got to notify everyone that's shutting down, otherwise the characters will be trapped forever. Give me a sec. Message sent. Oh my, the network's shutting down. I've got to get home. Wait, I also want to go home. I just knew this was Flint and his team. I trained them well. I guess I'm back to being unemployed now. Time to pillage and ponder. Holy heck, where do I even want to go before it closes? There are so many options. Maybe I'll stay here, it's nice and warm. Yarr! If them telepagers be closing, I'm not staying here. I hate being a pirate. Perhaps I'll saunter off to one of them romance novels. Find meself some love. Har har har! I'm definitely getting out of this place. Oh, hey bud, did you hear the news? Yep, I'm heading to the telepager. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I think I am, B2. We're going somewhere warm, getting off this frigid planet. Lead the way. Hey guys, did you hear? Did you hear? What? Spit it out. The telepager network's shutting down. We've got an hour to skedaddle. Skedaddle, where do we want to end up? Maybe we should go home. Back to our titular Three Blind Mice. We've got to rep our storybook. Nonsense, we'll stay here. Think about it. Everyone's going to be clearing out of the castle. We can loot it unimpeded. Treasure for a lifetime. Don't you mean lifetimes, boss? But we'll only have a few good years left. I'm not that old. And besides, I've got to get rich to provide for you useless sacks of fur long after I'm gone. You share a brain cell between the two of you. You won't make it without me. We're staying and looting this as long as we can. Sounds good, boss. Planting all these sprouts is hard work. Do they really expect us to replant the entire forest? Quit your whining, I'm the one suffering. I'm not built for this kind of grunt work. How dare those pesky unicorns subject me to this? Since Ever After Inc. fired us, we've got to earn a living somehow, bro. Did you hear that the telepages are shutting down? Good riddance. That blasted company deserves to go under for what they did to me. No slacking off. What about Blackbeard? Oh, and Grandma. Grandma, I'm home, this time for good. But you've lost your hood. No, I've come home forever. I've no longer have to go to work. You no longer need to twerk. Ugh, no, Grandma, work. I'm a jerk. Watch your mouth, young lady. Excellent news, Lulu. The telepages are permanently closed, which means we can be together forever. I love you too, honey. Yar, I be hearing them blasted telepagers be shutting down, aye? Port Cutlass will be growing a lot quieter soon, don't you think? Me old crew pulled off the impossible mission after all. Har! I should have known the scallywags had it in them. Toughest pack of sea dogs ever to sail beneath me colours. Why, they even bested me in a fair bout of fisticuffs. It's really over then. Flynn and his gang have managed to shut everything down. And now this little world is ours again until it fades. Did you think that Flynn did the right thing? I think he did. And I think we're making the right choice to stay here. Stories are meant to end. I'm just glad that my story gets to end with you, in such a peaceful place. Always, my love. I'll cherish you until the end. Okay, team, I guess this is it. We've got to say our final goodbyes before we go our separate ways. I'll go first then. It's been real. I'm going to miss you all so much. Even you, Tinder. Well, I can't deny you kept me feeling young. And seriously, everyone, thank you so much for helping me find a purpose. I may not have my own story to return to, but I'm ready to embark on further adventures. I'll head to Treasure Cove. I just know you'll thrive there. Thank you, Eva, and good luck, everyone. Peace! Goodbyes are so hard. I'll have to go next before I'm a sobbing mess. I loved my time at Ever After Inc. I thought I was doing good things. I'm grateful you illuminated the truth for me and that we could set things right. I'm going back to my homeworld now where I was a villainous witch. I want to set things right there too. We got off to a pretty bad start, burning your plants and stealing your key to get to the Forbidden Library. I felt so bad about that. I'm glad we became friends. Water under the bridge now. Good, because those plants were an eyesore. They soured the throne room. I'm glad to do that one more time. Goodbye, Flint, Tinder, Wolfgang. I'll never get used to that. Bye, take care. No, not Wolfgang. I don't want to say goodbye. I don't want to say goodbye. It's too sad. You guys were my best friends ever. And to think we only met because you were such big fans of my music. I know, let me play a goodbye song. There once was a... That won't be necessary. You know, just because it would make me too sad too. Yeah, that's it. You're too sweet, Tinder. I understand, friend. I'll miss you though, really. I'll admit you even warmed my cold old heart. You brought so much joy to our team. We'll miss you. Keep working on your music. Thanks, guys. I'll never forget you. One more hug. What the? I'll miss you so much. I'm going for real now. Goodbye, Wolfgang. I guess that's it, huh? I miss them all so much. Me too. I never thought I'd be saying that. Should we go home to our story? Yes, let's do that. Home sweet home. It looks like everyone's cleared out. My castle is finally mine again. I guess we'll see. Let's have a look around. Ugh, where am I? Where did they send me? Happy Hollow? Well, gosh, you're up. Did you enjoy your nap? Nap? I was knocked out. I hit my head hard. I think I need medical attention. Huh, you humans are so funny. You look fine to me. The telepager! Listen, where's your telepager? If I don't get there immediately, I could be trapped forever. Tele what now? Big device with a laser. Big metal machine. That's not like anything you primitive wolves have ever seen. You couldn't miss it. Where is it? Do you mean the doohickey in the library? I've got to go. Yeah, the machine just went kaploof. I think it's broken. No, that can't be. How long was I out? Oh, at least a few hours. No, 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 this can't be happening. Not to worry. Our village is a great place to live. You'll be happy here. Good friends, good food. We just figured out which berries don't make us dizzy. No! What? You do like berries, right? It's kind of eerie without all the employees. They could have at least cleaned up. It's going to take ages to remove this office junk. You could start your own business with all this equipment. No, I'm done with the corporate life. But what about his necklace? What are you going to do? I'm just going to kick back, relax, and enjoy some peace and quiet. I'll never get my body back, but at least everything else can go back to how it was. The wolves are too dumb to live. And you're going back to your village, right? I guess so. You'll let me visit your castle, though, right? My schedule's going to be pretty busy for the next few centuries. You know, dragon things. Fine, you can come and visit sometimes, but not too regularly. Great, I was thinking weekly. No, 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 get back here. Looks like the telepages are totally inactive. Good riddance. I hope everyone's settled in okay. I miss them already. I guess that's it. Kind of anticlimactic. Yeah, locked off from all the other stories for forever? Flint, Tinder. We're here. So glad we made it. We came back so we could all be together, right before they closed off. We all made the same decision independently. We're here for the long haul. I don't even know what to say. Naturally, we'll be needing a place to stay, and you have a few extra bedrooms here. I called the biggest one! Can't I just finally get some peace and quiet? I guess I can make room, though. Temporarily. No. And the mice are doing their thing in the background. Clap, 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 clap. That had a lot of heart. Yeah. So, what can we say that we didn't like about it? Because the things we liked about it are a huge big pile. There are a couple of times when the music was a bit too generic or a bit too loud. I think that logic puzzle is a bit out of place. There's a couple of times where the platforming is a bit too tight and a bit too particular. And there's a couple of times where some of the, like, move things around puzzles could have been a bit better signaled. I'd really love to see them adding... They added the maps that you could see for the worlds in Cthulhu World. I'd love to see actual maps like that for every area. That you, like, little... Maybe there's a map in the central area of the Overworld Plaza, so that you can know where everything is. At least that level, if you don't want to go to the level of having a map that you can look at while you're in your inventory, that slowly gets grown out as you explore more and more of the world, at least have that kind of level of map. The Cthulhu kind of level of map that they have for the other zones. So that, the music, the logic puzzle, a couple of things that are perhaps slightly under-signaled. It would kind of be nice if as soon as you get a new character there was a quick bubble that said, would you like to go to the test place and learn all the timings for their attacks? Yeah, I think that's about it though. And then what did we like? It's got a lovely art style, it had a lot of very lovely music, it's got characters that have, like, oh, I love Wolfgang. Wolfgang is the bestest boyo. I like Grumpy Old Dragon. I'm a bit more... Eva is okay, but not the most sold on Eva and the teddy bear. But Wolfgang, Grumpy Dragon, I super love both of them. It does a good job of... A lot of the things are signaled via the cliches. So, like, you're in a storybook about the three little pigs and you do the things that you would expect to huff and puff and blow the three little pigs' house down, etc. Like, a lot of the logic does make sense in terms of it being Storybook Moon logic. I can really heartily recommend this game if you like the Paper Marios. It's a little bit more, like, for adults, I would say. There's a little bit more difficulty and there's a little bit more, like, literariness to it. It's something that someone who loved those games at the time would probably get a little bit more out of than, like, a new little kid playing this as a new Paper Mario. But it would still be good for that too. So, yeah. Cheers all. Thank you for joining us for this. I have had a really lovely time. Very happy to have brought this to everyone. See you in the future.